Hi. 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 Hi everyone, I'm Jack Tracy, and this is Dying Alone Together, your pandemic-era guide to navigating the dating and hookup apps after you've gained a solid 25 pounds from bread making. Now, while I am myself a twice-certified butt buddy, I assume the advice dispensed in this video will apply to all sexualities and gender identities for the most part. But if anything in this video triggers or offends you in any way, be sure to write me a handwritten letter, put that letter in a box, and then execute a controlled burn of said box. That's how you get into my dreams. Last week, I reminded you that you aren't a hippogriff, and you can watch that here. This week, I'm here to shatter an age-old adage about persistence. The 45th high is not the charm. Now, if you tuned in last week, you saw me light myself on fire about the salutation police. People who are livid at anyone who introduces themselves on a dating or hookup app with a common greeting like, "Hi." In light of that video, you might now be wondering why I'm about to pull a total Lindsey Graham just 1 week later and do a complete about face to scold a potential cum receptacle or dispensary from just kindly saying hi. Well, back up, Amy Coney Barrett, and allow me to elaborate. Let's say that you get a hi message from someone on an app. You go back into their profile and pictures and decide that you just don't really have any interest in talking to this person. Maybe you match with them on a dating app by mistake, likely judging the person solely on their first picture, the way everyone does, only to find upon further inspection that their profile includes a red flag, like an incendiary political view or an affinity for the Real Housewives franchise. Or maybe he has said hello to you on a hookup app, and after you swing through the profile and take a look at the picture gallery, you find yourself unaroused. Or you notice that their location is more than 500 feet away. Whatever the circumstance, you leave the hi unanswered and continue about your day. Your silence being a polite, albeit passive, indication of disinterest. Kudos to all involved for this perfectly acceptable online interaction. But then, over the next several weeks, this person sends a continuous and unending stream of highs to make sure he is always at the top of your inbox, hoping that if he is persistent enough, he can pester you into fucking him. No, that's not what I'm doing. Maybe they missed the message. So, I thought I'd try again. Yeah. Good point, Kathy. So here's what that looks like. Hi. 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 Hello there. Hi. Looking now. So close, man. What's up? Hey. Looking good. What's up? Hi. 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 Hello. Hi. I draw those myself. And if that incessant stream of baiting doesn't eventually garner a response, buckle up for a canned lecture on how horrible of a person you must be for not responding to someone that you clearly have no interest in talking to. Okay, so what exactly is going on here? It's simple. At best, this person just won't, or likely can't, take a hint. Worst case, this person believes that the way to your heart and holes is to simply wear you down, because somewhere in their life, persistence has paid off and allowed them to manifest a cock into their jowls. It's also possible that persistence has worked elsewhere in their life and they're applying it here. Like my most recent ex, who couldn't read the room at a dinner party he was throwing to understand that absolutely no one was interested in beginning a 10 p.m. game of Monopoly. But rather than letting it go, like Elizabeth Warren, she persisted. And as the wide-eyed guest looked for a nearby utensil with which they could quickly end their own lives, he pushed a metal thimble into my hand, reminding me that the reason that no one liked me was because I wasn't social enough and I needed to stop embarrassing him. Like that. We're all human. We all want to be seen, noticed, and appreciated. But bugging the shit out of me when I'm clearly not interested is not going to get you what you want. And those of you who are eventually worn down are validating this exasperating behavior. You're emboldening these proud boys to continue the cycle of harassment, just like how our sitting president emboldens white supremacist groups. So how do we end this? Stand back and stand by for some pro tips. Sadly, the only response to these sorts of people is to block. There is no way to respond to this person kindly. Even a polite declination will either unleash a wrath fueled by every single rejection they've ever experienced in the totality of their existence, or begin an elaborate cat and mouse game they believe they can use to lure you into a further conversation. Like this. Hi. 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 Hey there, I don't think it's a match, but happy hunting. Oh, why? Just not my type. Have a good day. Well, you're definitely my type. Hi. 17 dick pics. Block, 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 block. And when they find you on Instagram and DM you to call you a psychopath whose great offense of blocking them on Grindr proves to them that they really dodged a bullet, I want you to go ahead and block them there too. I mean, after you screenshot the conversation and put it in your story. I mean, like, come on. And then if their Instagram handle reveals to you their true name, log into every other social media platform you have and block them there as well. Then take a beta blocker, throw a block party, open a Blockbuster block. Now, maybe you're part of the 2% of the dating population with self-awareness, and you're now saying to yourself, oh my God, I've done this. Oh, how do I stop? Well, I also recommend blocking on the other side of the equation as well. If you have received no response to your third hi, it's time to move on. Block them so that you aren't tempted to send them another message. Gay scientists have actually found that 40% of the time, the person you're messaging just isn't interested, while 60% of the time, it turns out you aren't messaging a 2003 Devon Sawa, but instead, you're flirting with the Russian troll farm, looking to stockpile compromise on American citizens. Side note, while we're on the topic, you do know that all of those apps that allow you to put your face on a Beyonce or Cardi B video is enabling foreign governments and cyber criminals to put your face on child pornography in the future in order to blackmail you. Yeah, that's the future. I know, blocking seems harsh, but it's actually doing your unappealing suitor a favor. You're saving his time too. And for those of you who can't take a hint and are exasperated to find yourself eventually blocked by someone you're interested in, try to realize every minute you waste chasing someone who isn't interested in you is a minute that you're not finding your eventual match. You should want someone who wants you. And they're out there. Trust me, if my life has taught me anything, it's that there truly is a lid to every trash can. Until next week, when you can watch me continue my slow descent into madness, stay safe, wear a mask, and always ask permission before you put someone's foot in your mouth during sex. Feet, the cilantro of the body. I'm Jack Tracy, signing off, reminding you that if we're all gonna die alone, we might as well do it together. If you enjoyed this little program, go ahead and like this video the way that you do 6-hour reaction videos on YouTube analyzing Instagram Live videos that are responding to fashion recap podcasts that are reviewing 6-year-old seasons of Drag Race. Smash that subscribe button the way that you would a tatted, muscle-bound porn actor dressed as a Mormon youth minister, and then go ahead and turn on notifications so that you can know right away when there's a new video of me encouraging you to block everyone in your life, disappear into the woods, and survive on nuts, berries, and a hand-whittled dildo that you're gonna name Dylan because you think it's a hot name, despite the fact that you've never actually met one real-life Dylan. You can also check out all 3 seasons of Necessary Outlet's gay dramedy History, numerous comedy shorts, and several music videos that fully feature my homosexuality, all on this YouTube page. Enjoy!